So we're going to be reading about Sikhism. Fundamental tenets. Basic information on Sikhism. The core beliefs of Sikhism and the 5 views, or as 5 weapons. The Sikh codes of behavior and the 5 Ks of Sikhism. Understand the Sikh names. So it says, the first paragraph. Despite the fact that Sikhism is the world's 5th largest religion, many people in the West are unaware of its existence. Chances are that you have seen a Sikh and did not realize it, since male audience of Sikhism wear turbans and often have long beards, and many Westerns automatically, although mistakenly, assume that they are Muslims. In truth, Sikhism is unique and stands alone as the youngest of the world's major religions. The basic information on Sikhism. The origin date approximately 1496 CE, and the founder is Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The view of God is the monotheistic. The dietary restrictions. Nearly all Sikhs are strict vegetarians, and most abstain from consuming that which contains alcohol, caffeine, or other mind-altering substances. Their view of life and death is belief in reincarnation until spiritual liberation is achieved. Their belief is lifestyle, frosty, extremely disciplined, with very specific code of behavior and appearance. Their worship restrictions. Anyone may worship in a Sikh temple. However, certain rites and codes must be adopted before a person may be baptized as a Sikh and give the name of a Singh, Singh, or the title of Khalsa, Khalsa. The core beliefs of Sikhism. The core beliefs of Sikhism are as follows. Belief in the Onkar, Ekonkar. There is only one God, they believe, who is both the creator and sustainer of all things, and is the same one worshipped by our religions. Which is false, guys, so false. Hold on, let me turn this on, it's distracting me. So they believe there is only one God who is both the creator and sustainer of all things, and is the same one worshipped by our religions, which is false. We don't worship the same God. Wouldn't that be like pantheism? This God has neither beginning nor end, and is the only entity that has always and will always exist. The Sikhs refer to this concept of monotheism as Ekonkar, meaning one. The belief that all human beings are equal under God regardless of sex, class, or religion. They believe in reincarnation, karma, and salvation. They believe humans have souls which pass from one body to another after death, reincarnation, until they transcend karma and is liberated through salvation. The belief in defense of morality. morality. They believe all living things have the right to exist. Every Sikh has a duty to defend the rights of living creatures, most importantly, human beings. Preparation for martyrdom. A Sikh must be prepared to give his or her life, if necessary, for the sake of moral principles. No observation of holidays. So they believe every day is a gift and should be treated as holy. No particular day should be thought of as more sacred than another. However, Sikhs believe there are many paths to spiritual salvation. The belief that all the paths lead to Ekonkar. Sikhs are not chosen people of God. Being a Sikh does not deliver one to salvation. All people of all faiths have the right to be liberated from karma, Kharma, the adherence to discipline. Once a person has been baptized, he or she must live a disciplined life, frequently reciting the Bani prayers, always wearing the 5 Ks, and strictly adhering to the Sikh codes of conduct. The 5 Ps versus 5 weapons. Every Sikh strives to conquer the temptations referred to as the 5 Ps, which are as follows. 1. The Ahankar, pride, and 2. The more attachments, as they easily lead to pride, greed, jealousy, anger, and or lust. The other 4 Ps. The love is greed, and the other is anger, and the kayam is lust. Many English-speaking Sikhs refer to these 5 Ps using the abbreviation, the PAGAL. Each Sikh must battle the 5 Ps with 5 specific virtues. These virtues are referred to as the 5 weapons and are as follows. Number 1 is the Sankalp, commitment by keeping one's heart absent of greed. Dan, charity and generosity. Nimbriya, humanity and modesty. And Daya, kindness, mercy and compassion. Positive energy created by having an optimistic outlook on life and finding joy in the knowledge that God is everywhere in all things. What is the Sikh's code of behavior? A number of practices are considered strictly forbidden by those of the Sikh faith. These forbidden practices are believed to be detrimental to achieving spiritual liberation from the cycle of life, death, and rebirth or reincarnation. No mind-altering substances. A Sikh is not to consume drugs, alcohol, tobacco, or any other mind-altering substance. No needles or harmful speech. A Sikh should not speak needless words by lying, boasting, speaking ill of others, or gossiping. No mere material attachments. Material attachments are useless and should be strictly avoided. Sikhs should desire not material wealth, such as gold or property, but the wealth of the spirit. No priests. Sikhs are to have no priestly class. Priests and clergy are to be neither appointed nor considered in the Sikh faith, though some Sikhs may assume roles of leadership, such as managing GURDWARAS, or organizing assemblies. No Sikh is to be treated or considered as more holy than another. No illogical rituals or behaviors. A Sikh should not perform superstitious actions such as knocking on the wood, pray to the dead ancestors, or worship idols, figures, or graven images. This route of behavior also prohibits Sikhs women from covering themselves with veils, and that's probably why that guy had a problem with my decorations on the door requiring the Muslim woman. No sacrifices of living beings. This rule forbids the sacrifice of both humans and animals. For example, it forbids such actions as the ancient practice of a wife throwing her body onto the funeral pyre of her dead husband. Called the sati, it is also forbids religious animal sacrifices. No religion seclusion. Sikhs are encouraged to live a family-oriented lifestyle. They are not supposed to adopt religious practices or counter to this, such as living in monasteries, taking vows of celibacy, viewing marriage as impure, living alone in reclusive locations, and so on. No consumption of meat from ritually killed animals. Many Sikhs are vegetarians by choice. However, this rule does not forbid the consumption of meat. Many Sikhs just choose not to consume meat at all. Regardless of whether a Sikh is vegetarian, none is to consume any meat from an animal that was killed in a religious or ritualistic fashion. For example, they won't eat kosher meat. The 5 Ks of Sikhism. The code of appearance, called the 5 Ks, is perhaps one of the most sacred aspects of the Sikh lifestyle. These 5 articles of faith are observed by most Sikhs at all times, but are strictly followed by those of the Kastya order. See this KHALSA order. The 5 Ks of Sikhism are as follows. The Kasta. Sikhs rarely, if ever, cut their hair, or whether on the head, face, or any other part of the body. As a result of this, Sikhs wear turbans, which is often mentioned alongside the 5 Ks, to keep their extremely long hair clean and out of the way. This is also why adult male Sikhs have rather long beards. The Kanga, Kanga, a wooden comb used to maintain a Sikh's long hair, also acts as a symbol of cleanliness. Some Sikhs carry a Kanga comb under their turbans. Kacha, Kachia, a special garment that is worn underneath the clothing. This undergarment serves as a symbolic reminder of virgin chastity and sexual abstinence until marriage, as well as a practicing male-fidelity controlling sexual desire and avoiding adultery. The Kirpion, a ceremonial dagger that represents the vow of the order of Tasha to be warriors for justice and defenders of the innocent, weakened, or helpless. Carrier, Kara, a steel bracelet that encircles the entire wrist and symbolizes the unity of the Sikh community, as well as their devotion to seeking out eternal absolute truth and abstinence from evil actions. In recent times, the 5 Ks have become a matter of much debate. Unfortunately, since the tragedy of 9/11, this code of appearance has caused many Sikhs to become targets of misguided anti-Muslim violence. The understanding of Sikh names is whether one is born a Sikh or converted matters not. Sikhs do not have traditional family names. Their shared names act as a symbol of unity, equality, and the brotherhood, sisterhood of humankind. Upon being baptized into the faith, all Sikhs share one of two surnames. The Singh, Singh, meaning line. This last name is given to all the male Sikhs. The Kher means princess. This last name is given to all female Sikhs. That these names are different depending on sex is somewhat because of the fact that Sikhs' first names are often gender neutral and therefore could belong to either a man or a woman. So the use of gender-specific names simply prevents any confusion over whether a Sikh is a male or female. In here, go. Often non-Sikhs Westerners misunderstand the significance of these Sikh names and that of the title Kashya, Khalsa, which means pure, or the pure ones. Often people who are unfamiliar with Sikh names mistakenly assume that the Kasha is a last name. And actually, Kasha, Khalsa, is a title that follows the given surname of any Sikh who has been baptized into the Khalsa order. One can become a Sikh without becoming a member of the Kasha. However, one cannot become one of the Khalsa without first becoming a Sikh. Below are some examples of the Sikh names. The following names would belong to a male Sikhs who have been intitulated into the Kasha, Khalsa. The Guruism ran Gurusimran, Singh, Singhkhalsa, in the Dharma, Dharma, Singhkhalsa. The following names would belong to a female Sikh who has also been indicated into the Kasha, the Kirti Kaur, Kirti Kaur, Khalsa, in the Gurpreet, Khalsa. These names would belong to Sikhs who have not been indicated into the Kasha. order. Ram, that's Sikh Mal, and the CHARANKAWALKAUR. The word Bani, whatever that name is, Bani, the word BANI means something like vibration or frequency. In Sikhism, this word refers to prayers that are recitations of the words of the gurus. The KHALSA and devout Sikhs recite 5 specific Bani prayers daily, often in the morning. JAP, JISHIB, and ANDSAHIB. However, these 5 Banis are not the only such prayers. Everything written in the Guru Granth Sahib is considered a Bani. A Gurdwara, GURDWARA, is a Sikh holy place where Sikhs go to conduct worship. The word can be translated as either home of the Guru or door gate to the Guru. Sikhs also share communal meals in a GURDWARA. The doors of any Guru are open to all people of all faiths. Languages of the Guru Granth Sahib. The arrangements of the Guru Granth Sahib. The Guru Granth Sahib is a holy text containing the teaching of the Guru, Nanak, and Dev Ji as well. Other gurus and teachings from other sacred texts such as the Quran, Bible, and Bhagavad Gita, as dictated by the final orders of the 10th Sikh Guru Gobind Singh. This text is considered the final and eternal successor to the line of the Sikh Gurus. Stuff is trying to come to make sense now. Languages of the Guru Granth Sahib. Although most of the Guru Granth Sahib is written in common Punjabi, dialect used at the time in which it was written, it also employs a number of other languages such as Hindi, Sanskrit, and Arabic. Regardless of the language, however, all hymns in the text are written in the script down, known as the GURMUKHI, which was created and developed by the Sikh Guru and God. Every version of the Guru Granth Sahib is precisely 1,430 pages long. The hymns of the Guru Granth Sahib were laid out in a very specific arrangement that was devised by Sikh Guru. Argand wrote according first to the melody in which they are sung. The secondary element of the arrangement is based on the nature of poetic meter of the hymns. Lastly, they are arranged according to the author. The Guru Sahib is divided into 3 sections. The first section is the epic poem called Guru, which was written by Guru. However, Sikhs believe that the This hymn should never be sung. The next section contains a number of distinct verses. The last 31 sections are called the ragas, which is the Siri Ra. I don't know these names because they're so weird names. So the guru literally means teacher. In the Sikh faith, it refers to a line of 10 spiritual men who are leaders of the Sikh people from 1469 to 1708. The 10th Guru Gobind Singh brought an end to the appointment of gurus by declaring that the Guru Granth Sahib text would be his successor and therefore the last Sikh guru for the rest of eternity. It's probably long. Rituals and holidays for Sikhs. The new Sikh calendar, the Order of Khalshia. Sikhs do not observe many rituals aside from baptisms and inductions into the Khalshia order. Technically, also do not observe holy days, which stem from their belief that no certain day should be considered any more or less holy than another. They do, however, celebrate a number of festivals through the year. Throughout the year, Sikhs follow their own calendar. As in 1999, they began using a new system, the Nanakshaya, Nanakshai calendar, the years of which begins with Guru Nanak's birth in 1949. 1469, see Purni. This calendar is based on a solar cycle as opposed to the previous Sikh calendar, which was based on a lunar one, and therefore caused the dates of each festival to change from year to next. With the new solar-based Narka calendar, the dates remain the same. The annual Sikh festival and the other dates of interest in chronological order are follows. Guru Gobind Singh's birthday. January 13th, Warrior Festival, in honor to symbolic and purifying nature of fire. The festival is a special moment for newlywed couples, even more so for those who have given birth to their first child. People congregate around bonfires, and children sing songs door to door in praise of the folk hero Bhatai, who, like the European Robin Hood, stole from the rich and gave to the poor. The children are often given treats at each home they visit. It's crazy. But I'm gonna finish reading because I've read all day.